Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. Today I want to talk about a sad topic. I want to talk about when a pet that you've had for a long time is nearing the end of their life or is going to need to be what we call euthanized or put to sleep. Because this is a conversation I've had with a couple of parents who wanted to know, do I tell my children, and at what age do I tell my children, and do I take my children with them to the vet where this happens? So they're all great questions. The very first thing I want to say is well done for having a pet for that long, because seriously, it is about an extension of family. The more that our children learn about love and dynamics of four-legged friends or two-legged friends as well, it's the same thing. So again, when this is going to happen, our children need to know about the concept of death. And many of you heard me speak about that I think this is a concept we need to talk about much earlier than we tend to. So death means that the body is no longer going to be working and therefore the animal will become deceased. So when your children know that your cat or your dog, something that's lived for a long time, is getting old, they will notice that it can't move as well. They will notice that it may be going to the vet a bit more to be checked on. So they're already aware that the end is going to happen. And there are two things that either happens. We let the pet die naturally in our home environment, or we allow the vet to do that for us in a loving and gentle way. Have those conversations gently so you're gradually building your child's awareness that the end of your pet's life is coming closer. It's much better than gradually saying, look, they've got old, we're going to have to put them down. That's just way too blunt. So gradually preparing them is a really important part of it. Then as you get to that point, have a conversation that, and I really believe this, I've had pets that have lived to 14 and 15. I believe they start to tell us. They don't bounce out of their, basket as quickly. They're not wagging their tail as much. She won't be meowing or doing some beautiful, so their behaviour starts to change. And I think it's helpful to let your children know that that's a sign that things are getting a bit hard for our cat or our dog to enjoy being in our lives. And then that choice, do we let them die? That will be a conversation I believe that children can be a part of. So when when the pet's given you a sign or there's another thing that gets diagnosed and it's time for the euthanasia to happen, give your child a choice and say, we are going to go in. If you would like to come, that's fine. But what we want you to do is actually let them know that all that happens, they get a mild sedative, and then the euthanasia is put in a needle, and seriously, they literally just become soft and they just lay down, and it's like they're in a really deep sleep. It is not traumatic, especially when your children know that they're surrounded and being patted and held by the people who love them the most. It can be an exquisitely beautiful experience for children and grown-ups, and it hurts like heck, because no matter how much preparation, your heart's going to hurt. So your challenge after that is being honest around grief, is being able to cry openly, is being able to look at a beautiful big photo of them and say how much we miss them. It's about sharing stories about the fun times and letting our kids gradually adapt to the fact that that amazing loving presence is no longer in your home. Yep, it's not an easy journey. However, life does that to us at times. The more honest you are in age-appropriate ways, the easier your child will grow through that experience and take that experience with them for the rest of their lives. And consciously keep reminding them of fun times. Get the photograph album out if you haven't already. Printed off some big pictures to remind them that it was really absolutely worth it every single minute. And I hope that helps all of you. And already my heart just bumps around because I've lost a few of my beautiful dogs along the way. I remember every single one of them equally as passionately. And that's all from me today.